Okay, let's talk about it. Sometimes your most powerful revelations come through your most painful situations. Sometimes your most powerful revelations come through your most painful situations. That's why I always say, don't despise nothing that you've been through in life. I always say that. I always say that. I tell my children that. I tell myself that. I always say that in life. Never despise nothing that you've been through. Because without that painful situation, you wouldn't have got your greatest revelation. Sometimes it does require us to go through painful situations, because sometimes I feel like I'll give this as an example. When I say the most painful situations will bring you to your greatest revelations, and I'll use myself as an example. Back in 2019, I spoke on this maybe 5 years ago, but back in 2019, I was in a relationship with Marco, the person I live with, and we was together for like 2 years. And out of nowhere, clear blue, out of the clear blue sky, out of nowhere, he ended up dying in a car accident at 4 a.m. in the morning, out of nowhere. I got a call from his daughter's mother, and she said to me, Danielle, I don't know how to tell you this. She said, but Marco passed away. And she said he was in a car accident. He had a heart attack. And I think at that time, it was back in February, where it was black ice. He hit a utility pole, and he was left outside, and he didn't make it. Still to this day, that's a lot for me to take. But I'll say this. That was probably the most painful situation I had to go through in my life, or experience out of nowhere, where it was unexpected. Nobody was expecting it to happen. It just happened in the blink of an eye. And I say that to say this, that situation literally pushed me, literally transitioned me into who I am becoming spiritually from 2019 all the way up to where I am now. That painful situation like catapulted me spiritually to where I couldn't remain the same no more. I couldn't remain that no more. And don't get me wrong, I've tried from 2019 all the way up to now. There was moments where I tried to go back to that old version of myself and become that old version of me again, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't fitting. And so I say that because that painful reality that hit me, that gave me my greatest revelation. And that's why I can sit in front of this camera and speak the way I speak and say the things I say, because I've lived it. I sat in it. I had to integrate myself into it. I had to feel the hurt, feel the pain. I had to feel the loss. I had to feel the I don't know why. I don't know why this happened, God. I've had to sit in all of that. but it brought me where I am right now too. And that's why I'm able to clearly say without a shadow of a doubt, sometimes your most painful situations will sometimes bring you to your most powerful revelations. You may not feel it in the moment because the situation is so painful. But as time goes by and as you are healing, you will begin to understand at a deeper level, more like God will begin to show you in your soul, like in a deeper level, soul-wise, what's happening, what's going on, why, what took place, why did it have to take place, you know? So never despise where you at, never despise your situations, never despise any of it, because it's going to bring you to, like, it's going to bring you to your spiritual awakening. It's going to bring you to, it's like it's going to catapult you to where God trying to put you at. It's going to bring you your most powerful revelations, even in that situation. And even in that situation of losing Marco, it brought me to revelations that I never would have thought about until, like, God began to show me certain things. And I have a friend where we've been friends for years on years on years, and she has always been there for me, always gave me guidance, always helped me to understand what I couldn't understand, always gave me a different perspective when I couldn't see no perspective, always willing to be that friend. And even through that transition of Marco, she was always there. So never be disappointed in your painful situations, because it will bring you to a far better place than you ever expected. Yeah. Because here's the thing too. You cannot cleanse what you do not see. You cannot heal what you are not yet willing to feel. And I'm going to say it again. You cannot cleanse what you do not see. How can you cleanse something that you don't even see? If you're in a painful situation, how can you cleanse that situation if you can't even see how painful it is? But when you get to the point where you can see how painful that situation is, then you can cleanse it. You can cleanse it. But it only comes when you are willing to see how painful that situation is that you can cleanse it. You cannot heal what you are not yet willing to feel. That's the second part of it. It's no way possible. I don't care how many people try to convince you. It is no way possible you can heal without being willing to feel what needs to be felt. You cannot heal a situation. You can't heal yourself. You can't heal nothing if you're not yet willing to feel what needs to be felt in order to heal it. The only way you can heal yourself and heal anything in life is when you are willing to feel what needs to be felt in order for you to heal it now. There is no other way of getting around it. Sorry to tell you, there is no other way of getting around it. You literally have to feel what you have to feel in order to heal it. And until you're ready to feel what you need to feel, you can't heal it. You cannot cleanse what you're not willing to see. So until you're ready to see what really needs to be seen in that situation, you can't cleanse it. But when you're ready to see what you need to see in that situation, then you can cleanse it. When you're ready to feel what you really need to feel, even within yourself or that situation, when you're ready to really heal what you need to heal, and you're ready to really feel what you need to feel in that situation, then you can heal it within yourself. And that's what I kind of want to leave with. I just want to let it settle there. Food for thought. You cannot cleanse what you do not see. You can only cleanse what you're willing to see. You cannot heal what you are not yet willing to feel. You can only heal what you are willing to feel. Sometimes your most powerful revelation comes through your most painful situations. So my advice is this: choose to cleanse it because you now see it. And my advice is choose to heal it because you're willing to feel it.